Welcome, baseball fans. Today we turn the spotlight to one of the most complete catchers of his generation, a player whose journey through the diamond reflects the power of patience, professionalism, and unshakable purpose. This is the story of Will Smith, the Los Angeles Dodgers all-around anchor, a man who carries himself not with noise or swagger, but with precision, poise, and production. His rise through the game has been anything but loud, yet it's impossible to ignore, because every pitch he calls, every frame he steals, every home run he launches, echoes the sound of a player who was built to last. Will Smith's story begins in Louisville, Kentucky, a city known for baseball heritage, the birthplace of the iconic Louisville Slugger. Fitting, then, that one of baseball's sharpest minds and most disciplined hitters would emerge from its heart. From the moment he picked up a bat, Smith treated the game like a study. He wasn't just learning how to play, he was learning how to understand. Coaches remember him as a student of the sport, detail-oriented, curious, and constantly analyzing what made great players great. Baseball wasn't something he played, it was something he lived. At Louisville Male High School, Smith began to stand out for reasons that went beyond numbers. He had a calm confidence, the kind that doesn't need to announce itself. His instincts behind the plate were exceptional. The way he received the ball, the way he anticipated runners, the way he guided pitchers through tense innings. But perhaps most telling was his maturity. Even as a teenager, Smith had the demeanor of a pro. He was the kid teammates looked to when things got tight. He wasn't just catching baseballs, he was commanding games. After high school, Smith took his growing skill set to the University of Louisville, one of college baseball's powerhouse programs. There, he refined every aspect of his game. Under the pressure of national competition, he learned how to perform when the stakes were highest. He improved his swing mechanics, learned to drive the ball to all fields, and developed the mental resilience that would become a hallmark of his professional career. He wasn't the flashiest player on the team, but he was one of the most consistent, and in baseball, consistency is the truest measure of greatness. By the time the Los Angeles Dodgers drafted him in the first round of the 2016 MLB draft, Smith had already built a reputation as a player you could trust with any role, any responsibility. But as every prospect learns, talent only takes you so far. The minor leagues test your patience and your love for the game. Will Smith's journey through the minors was a testament to his discipline. He didn't rush, he didn't panic, he absorbed. He studied the art of catching from veterans, worked on improving his pop time, sharpened his pitch framing, and continued to refine his swing. Coaches often said that Smith's best quality wasn't his power or his defense. It was his ability to learn fast and never make the same mistake twice. His call up to the big leagues in 2019 was one of those moments that felt like destiny meeting preparation. When he stepped onto the field for the Dodgers, Smith looked like he'd been there for years. In just his sixth game, he hit his first major league home run, a dramatic walk-off that made headlines across baseball. But even as the crowd roared and teammates celebrated, Smith remained composed. That's the thing about him. He doesn't get caught up in the chaos. He stays grounded, no matter the moment. That same year, he hit 3 walk-off home runs in his first 23 games, something no rookie catcher had ever done. The nickname, the Fresh Prince of Los Angeles, caught on quickly, but behind the humor was a truth. Will Smith was here to stay. He had arrived not as a spark, but as a foundation, the kind of player who could quietly carry a team without demanding attention. Over the following seasons, Smith evolved from promising rookie to elite catcher. His offensive numbers put him among the best at his position, a rare blend of contact, patience, and power. But what truly separated him was his defense. Catching is one of the most grueling and cerebral roles in baseball, and Smith embraced every nuance of it. His ability to frame borderline pitches turned strikes into outs. His blocking, positioning, and quick release neutralized base stealers. And perhaps most importantly, his ability to read pitchers, to sense when they needed encouragement, a reset, or a challenge, made him invaluable to the Dodgers' success. Pitchers like Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, and Julio Urias trusted Smith completely. They knew he'd call the right pitch at the right time. He wasn't just catching, he was conducting. And in baseball, that kind of chemistry can be the difference between a good pitcher and a great one. The 2020 season was where Will Smith's leadership and composure truly shone. In a year defined by uncertainty and empty stadiums, Smith brought stability. The Dodgers roster was stacked with stars: Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, but behind the scenes, Smith's consistency was the quiet heartbeat. During the postseason, he delivered clutch hit after clutch hit, including a record-setting 5-hit game in the NLDS against the Braves. It was a moment that symbolized everything he stood for: preparation, execution, and the calm to perform when the lights burned brightest. When the Dodgers went on to win the World Series, Smith's fingerprints were all over that championship run. Since that title, Smith has cemented his place among the best catchers in baseball. He's earned All-Star selections, Silver Slugger consideration, and widespread respect across the league. But what's most impressive isn't the accolades, it's his steadiness. Year after year, game after game, he delivers. He doesn't slump for long. He doesn't lose focus. He doesn't crack under pressure. In a sport defined by failure and fluctuation, Will Smith is as close to automatic as it gets. Off the field, his personality mirrors his game: calm, humble, and purposeful. He doesn't crave attention, and yet his actions command it. He's deeply respected by teammates not just for his skill, but for his character. He listens more than he talks, works harder than he celebrates, and carries himself with quiet confidence. That's rare in today's game, and it's exactly what makes him timeless. He also understands what it means to wear Dodger blue. In a city where stars shine everywhere, from Hollywood to the Chavez Ravine skyline, Will Smith represents a different kind of Los Angeles icon. The one who earns respect not with flash, but with function. He's the steady hand in the chaos, the constant in a lineup full of dynamism. When the Dodgers need a big moment, he's often right there, calm as ever, delivering it. As Will Smith's career continues to evolve, his legacy grows with every inning he catches. He's redefining what it means to be a modern catcher, not just a defensive specialist or a middle-of-the-order bat, but a complete player whose value runs deeper than the stat sheet. He's the kind of leader who holds a team together, who raises the standard for everyone around him simply by showing up prepared. And maybe that's the essence of Will Smith: quiet greatness. In an era obsessed with highlights and headlines, he proves that true excellence doesn't need to shout. It just needs to show up, do the work, and deliver when it matters most. Will Smith isn't just one of the best catchers in baseball. He's one of the most professional players in the game. His story is one of steady ascent, earned respect, and quiet dominance. He's not playing for attention, he's playing for legacy. And in that pursuit, he's already become something rare, a player every young athlete should study if they want to understand what it really takes to be great. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this tribute to Will Smith, a catcher whose calm command and clutch consistency make him one of baseball's finest, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories about the athletes defining this era of excellence.